Hello there. Today I would like to continue to answer some of the questions I am often asked about how the universe works, and I will try to answer to the best of my abilities and knowledge. The first one today is, how can we prove the existence of God? And the short answer is that we cannot. The veil of unknowing means that we cannot really know anything for sure while we are here on Earth. So we cannot, beyond all doubt, prove the existence of God, which is paradoxical, as the prime creator is in everything, contains everything, creates everything, and of which we are an inseparable part. It's like asking a fish to prove that there exists water. How could it? The most profound, essential, and undeniable truth seems hidden in plain sight. And with humility, we must acknowledge that our perspective is very limited, as we can only see things from where we stand inside of this reality. However, we are at a historical time when the veil is thinning because the game is about to change. So everyone in this matrix is given every opportunity we could possibly need to awaken, to be ready, willing, and be able to live this game before it collapses. As the veil gets more and more transparent, the oneness of all will quite literally be the single most obvious thing. And that moment is approaching, fortunately. So if you choose to be open to it, you will find more and more evidence of an unending, eternal, and unifying creator of consciousness. But if you wish to play another round of the same old duality game, you may reject this and choose not to see it as a proof. And everyone has free will. If someone desires to keep their consciousness in duality, they have every right to do so. And it's okay. It's okay that every person can choose wherever they want and how they want to continue their lives. Another question is why the law of free will sometimes be called the law of confusion. Being free allows us to believe whatever we want about our reality. And as you believe it, you will get evidence to prove yourself right. And no matter what anyone else says, they will not be able to prove you wrong unless you are open to seeing things their way. You can choose to believe anything you want and pretty much do everything you want as well. Yet, everything has consequences. That way, if you don't like the effect, you have the opportunity to change the causes. Free will allows you to create whatever you like by making choices. And the outcome is your life. I would say that there are a great many different religions, and also there are many philosophical systems of beliefs. Each one claims the exclusivity of truth and damns all others as lies. And then each religion has so many subsects within it that one can never keep up with who really believes what. And what about the variations of agnostics and atheists? And more, people regard themselves as deeply spiritual but not religious. They look for their own truth in their heart. But each heart is different. So there are just more and more different truths all the time. And we have to consider that every view is slightly different. If we look carefully enough and we are honest, we will be forced to admit that no other human being precisely and exactly shares our beliefs. Most people are not even aware that you create your own reality. That means that you will always find more and more evidence for the stuff you believe to be true. And because you find evidence, you get reaffirmed in your belief and you reinforce it. And since everybody is just seeing more and more evidence for their beliefs, there are plenty of opportunities for confusion and conflict, if that is what you are looking for. That is why free will is called the law of confusion in the book The Law of One. I don't know if you have read it. I guess we will always be able to choose what to believe. Everyone has the opportunity, the right to create their own reality as they see fit. The whole point of this reality we live in is searching for and creating your own truth and your own experiences. And nobody has the whole truth, not here while incarnated on Earth. As free will must be respected, your doubt cannot be taken away. Your capacity to doubt. You have the right to see things with your own filter. You have the right to create things. You have the right to make your own choices. And none of that can be taken away. So there must always be a space for chaos and there's a little confusion. And if you choose to look at it that way, it's actually beautiful. It means that you have always options, that you have freedom, that you can always express your will, that you can always have the creativity to change things. Then miracles can happen, magic can happen, wonderment, delight can happen. And you can always get something other than you expected. So it's not advisable to judge other people's beliefs or perspectives. I don't think we should assume that ours is more valid than theirs. We can strive and should strive to refine or adjust our perspectives and beliefs to serve us beneficially. But now more than ever, many truths are available to us, and each will lead us to a different path, and all are equally valid. Some will serve us for a while and no longer be valuable as we and our circumstances change. Sometimes your beliefs will cause you suffering and will eventually force you to release them. And others will serve you for eternity, bringing you greater love, compassion for yourself, for others. They will bring you inner peace on your journey home, and they will lead you to a blissful union with oneness. Well, in any event, it is part of my mission to offer my views and guidance to the self-transcendence process that is now widely occurring. But mostly, and above all, you should follow your heart and trust your own discernment and intuition. That's your inner guidance that will always be with you.